Blackburn
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to my channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new video. Today we're going to be talking
Current events.
I thought it was going to be This is March.
Yeah, this is March.
Or it's just March.
It's just March. And current events.
We talked about this.
Yeah, we did, but I thought that was the title. I know I was going to say it. Okay.
You're supposed to know what you're going to say.
Oh.
Basically, we've been talking about a whole bunch of stuff, so we thought, why don't we just talk about all this stuff that's going on? So, where do you want to start?
Oh, there's a lot going on.
A lot going on.
Let's start with the Grammys, I guess.
You want to start with the Grammys?
Who you want to start with?
I mean, I don't really, I care, but I don't care about the Grammys, so.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's making a big uproar about, Cardi's and Megan's performance,
Oh, it's fine, though. I don't know why they mad.
No, because...
They mad because they can't dance like that.
Yeah, probably. And, I mean, I think a lot of people are mad probably because, it's two black women. And that's another thing, too. The Grammys, I think they're trying to make up for past...
Yeah.
For past award shows and whatnot. And so this award show was really black.
It was really black.
In
comparison.
Trevor
Noah,
Yeah. So like,
who else is blacker than him?
I mean, well, yeah, he's African. So I guess that is pretty black.
Yeah.
But I guess in times past, it wasn't as many, people that might have won awards that were black and then people that performed that were black. So this award show was pretty black. So that's probably an issue that people have. Mm-hmm. And especially when it comes to black women. They say most disrespected person on earth is the black woman. So
yeah,
black women were running the Grammys. Megan got an award. Did Cardi win?
Yeah, Cardi won.
Are you sure? I don't think Cardi won.
I thought Cardi won one. She did win one.
I don't know. I can't remember. But Megan won one, Cardi won one, Beyonce won one. Like
H.E.R won one.
H.E.R won one. It was a lot of black women.
Yeah.
Doing it real big. So.
Yeah.
But I guess the reason why I say I didn't care because, a lot of times and in times past, especially in the music industry, it seems like people have waited on the Grammys to validate how great a lot of artists are that we already know are great.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, we would get, and we was talking about that, how people will get chunked every year. Like every year somebody gets snubbed. And we have so many different talented people, different musicians, different artists, and then we get snubbed year after year after year, and then it's not enough categories to fit us all in when it comes. So it's always people that get left out.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's probably why they came up with the BET Awards and other Soul Train and all that.
Yeah, the NAACP Image Awards. Yeah. The different ones, to definitely, to honor ourselves and award ourselves, because a lot of times these other award shows are trash. And
yeah.
They, and it's like, and they claim that they're trying to come around and, get things together. But, I mean, maybe they'll get better, but overall the performances were well, but I'm just... Yeah.
There was a lot of great performances, I will say.
Yeah.
Even Doja Cat.
Oh, yeah.
She did her thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some good performances. So I'm not.
Was Silk Sonic?
Yeah, Silk Sonic.
They did their thing.
Yeah, Bruno Mars and what's her boy name?
And Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak.
Yes, Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
Yes, they did a good job too.
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby's performance.
Lil Baby's performance was
powerful.
Lil
Baby's performance.
And I think I caught it before you did. I told him when I saw the man sleeping in the car, I knew where they were going with that. And I thought that reenactment was so powerful.
Yeah.
It was triggering, but it was so powerful and so well needed because everybody didn't know about that story. And some people still probably looked at it and was like, oh, that was nice, and didn't even know what it was.
Right.
So,
nice. So shout out to Lil Baby. Yeah. Lil Baby slept on. Like,
yes,
I think he don't really get the accolades like.
But he won a Grammy. He won for The Bigger Picture.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Okay. I remember towards the end.
Apparently, I was just halfway paying attention.
He did.
Okay, that's good then. That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so good performances.
Yeah. And you want to talk about Nas and Beyonce? That was a positive.
Yeah, and they didn't even show that. And then that's what I'm talking. And
they didn't show Nas, but they showed
that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. It's like the black people that win awards, they don't. It's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's usually about like maybe what six awards. Yeah. You know, and sometimes we are nominated in other, like maybe we might be in best album or best record
or best new artist. Yeah, or whatever.
But for the most part, it's usually about like 6 awards that we're really concerned with. Mm-hmm. And outside of those 6, you know what I'm saying, the rest is just like blah. You know? Yeah. And so for that to happen every year, and for those particular awards to be awarded off screen, I think is a bunch of BS.
And, yeah, especially like Nas.
Yeah, Nas won his.
He's
a
legend.
Yeah, and he won his first Grammy. So for him to get his award off screen,
yeah,
again affirms my belief that the Grammys they're pretty much trash.
Yeah,
I mean,
basically
they can get steps to get better, but right now.
So proud of Beyonce, though, for winning the most Grammys of all Grammys.
Yeah, so congratulations to Beyonce.
Beehive.
Most Grammys, male or female, period. Yeah. So
any genre or whatever.
Yeah, so that's dope. So that's enough about the Grammys.
That's enough, yeah.
What else?
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Again, something I don't really care about. So you can go ahead and talk about that.
So I was just gonna say that I feel like Meghan Markle in the United States was pretty shunned, I guess. I don't know why, because she was raised by a black woman. But I feel like...
time out. You said she was shunned?
Or not shunned, I'm sorry, sheltered from racism, sheltered from bigotry.
I wonder why that is.
All those things. Probably because she's biracial.
Oh, and?
And she's an actress.
And? It's because she's ambiguous. She's an ambiguous woman. You can't, like, the average person looks at Meghan Markle, and she doesn't read black, she doesn't look black, and I'm just keeping it 100. That's why I'm just ambivalent about her. I don't, it doesn't really move me one way or another, just because I don't think that she necessarily identifies with the plight of black people. Mm-hmm. I just, granted, she does have a black mom, and we can assume that she raised her and taught her different things about racism and just
being black in America.
Right, but when I see her, I don't get that. When I see her, I hear her talk, I don't get that. When she, different subject matters that she talks about, I don't get that. So it's like now you had to go over there in Great Britain
for it to smack you in your face, basically.
Right. And then it was like
it's not funny, but
and then the thing is, everybody's surprised. Oh my gosh, they're being racist towards her. Like y'all do realize
that's where they came from.
You do realize that's where it came from, right? That's where racism started.
Yeah, where was Christopher?
What do you think? From? Right, where do you think all the people that came?
Send him over here from over there.
All the people that started the Civil War, and all those people that had slaves,
that killed all the Indians.
Where do you think they came from?
Those pilgrims.
Like for people to be like I can't believe they're racist. The whitest of all white places on earth, and y'all don't believe or act super surprised that these individuals are racist.
But I think if Princess Diana was still alive, it might have been another story. Because she's grew up in a different time.
I could say that. But I'm
got the grandparents over there, so.
Hey. And I'm sad she had to experience that, but again,
it's not.
I don't.
Cool, but.
I mean, and maybe, maybe things can change. Maybe after going through this, maybe she can, maybe her perspective on things change, and maybe she'll talk more. Maybe she'll be more of an outlet to actually speak about issues that affect black people. But I'm just saying, in general,
I think she's made a start by doing the Oprah interview, because she did come out with some of the stuff that happened to her while she was over there, and
so I mean, maybe she'll be more of a voice, about those particular issues. But until then, she can keep it moving. What else?
This is what you really want to talk about, anyway.
What do I want to talk about?
Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin. Go ahead, get into it. Okay, so here's the thing for those that who've been living on a rock. Basically, Kirk Franklin got into it with his son. His son's 33 years old. Kirk Franklin has stated before that, maybe he didn't state before, but he definitely stated after that, they've been in counseling and they've tried to work things out between him and his son, and they kind of have a strained relationship. So, long story short, he cussed the son out, you know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-whoop. And everybody made a big deal about it. And
either on his side or not on his side.
Right, yeah. So at what people generally do is look at everything like it's black or white. So either they're like, yay, I mess with Kirk Franklin. I don't blame him. I got his back. I mess with Kirk Franklin. Or it was like,
I can't believe he did this. Clench my pearls.
Right. I can't believe it. Why are y'all normalizing this bad behavior? I mean, so as I hear Charlamagne say a lot of times, let's unpack this thing. First off, this man was 33 years old. So for people to, these false equivalencies really make me angry because I seen people post that they reminded them of hearing people talk to their little kid at the grocery store or them cussing out their children at school. This ain't that though. This man was 33 years old. So stop with the false equivalencies. Like, if you're cussing out your 4-year-old because he's picking up a Snickers bar, then yeah, maybe that's probably wrong. Right? He's 4 years old. He likes Snickers bars, you know? Right. Like, so that's understandable. If you're just cussing out your kids and just taking out your frustration on them just for no reason, that's understandable. I got it. But again, he's 33 years old. That's one. Two, this was a man-on-man situation. And this is the thing that got me. Coming from a male perspective, when men are talking to other men, a lot of times you have to talk to them a certain way to get through. That's just what it is. And so a lot of y'all women, y'all need to back up and just take a seat. Like this ain't for y'all. Like I think a lot of women got conversations that had something to say, but I feel like y'all need to sit this one out because this was a man-on-man conversation. And that's what it is. And sometimes you like my dad did it to me. And people that know my dad, he's super calm. You rarely see him snap out. But it's been a time when in high school where he had to grab me and shake me and was like, "Hey, I can't keep yelling at you." You know, so sometimes that happens. Sometimes it takes that masculinity and that aggression to put men into their place. Sometimes that happens, you know. And again, that's a masculine thing. And I know for women and a lot of people that are more timid and, you know, it may seem abnormal or it may seem like it's the wrong thing to do. And another thing is it's the lack of understanding for me. Because I feel like a lot of people, again, was making this a black and white thing. No, again, the way that Kirk Franklin reacted, was it the best way to react? Probably not. Do I understand or see how he could act like that? Yeah, because grown children can try you. Shout out to our daughter. Love her to death. But you know what I'm saying? We bumped heads before too. And that happens. As your child grows older, they have their idea of how the world works. And you have your idea of how the world works. And sometimes they bump heads. And I think a lot of people who may not have that conflict might not bump heads like that, especially depending on your personality. Yeah. You know, if you're not that person that, you know, that screams at football games or that's more assertive, then you might not understand that situation. But for those people that are, and I definitely understand it. Again, talking to a 33-year-old, I can understand him getting to that point of being that angry to say those things. And that's another thing. Number 4. I don't know if I'm 3 on 4. I don't know when I'm on. Black people use hyperbole all the time. That's what we do. You talk to somebody at the store, hey man, where you at? Man, I'm at Kroger's, man. It's about 50 million people in here. It's not really. It's not real life. It's not really 50 million people in Kroger's.
I'll smack you in the next week. Am I really gonna smack you in the next week?
Right, you know what I'm saying? Get someone sit down. Right, get someone sit down before I put my foot up your, you know.
That doesn't really happen.
This is what you
say.
This is a part of our vernacular. This is a part of what we do. Black people in general use the hyperbole. That's what we do. We generally exaggerate. Mm-hmm. That's just something we do, and that's something I feel like that's something to be taken into consideration because we generally do that. That's another thing. Number 5, black parents really a lot of times we just make threats.
Blanket threats.
Like Like, now, granted, my parents didn't play, but you want to know how many times they made threats and actually followed in on those threats?
Right.
Mm,
Can I say a number 6? Because you haven't said this yet, but I think
Go
a lot of people's issue is when we have, it's a broader topic, but just because you're Kirk Franklin, you sing gospel music, or just because you're a pastor, or doesn't make you Jesus. So you're not gonna portray Jesus-like characteristics and turn the other cheek. Even God and Jesus flip some tables over in churches and stuff because they was mad because I was gambling in his house.
Right.
So I don't understand why when this man, fleshly man, says these things, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this person singing about Christian music is responding in this way. Is he Jesus? I don't think he is. But people put people on a pedestal, and that's what I'm trying to say.
This is true. Number 7.
That's my number 6.
Or 8. Whatever.
7,
I keep losing numbers. Counting is not my thing.
Oh, really? It definitely is. Though.
But just to piggyback off of what you said, I think people do continue to lift him up and put him up on a pedestal and feel like that he can do no wrong, and that's another thing. It's
cancel
not
culture. Was that your number 7?
No, but I can see that is a cancel culture that everybody's like
We're not gonna ever listen to his music again.
Right.
He talks crazy.
Right, like it's again, it might be because there's not. I mean, it is just March. There has been a lot of stuff that go on, but this, I feel like, again, was kind of timid. There's not a lot going on as of right now. So I think this was something that, it happened. So that's why it got all the attention, because it's not so much going on. And so because he's a gospel artist and because he's looked at the way he's looked at, people had all the things that they had to say. But it was... Oh, maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But number 8, he had the audacity to record the conversation. The audacity. So if he fixed his fingers to actually record the conversation, what type of disrespect do you think that he gave him? And then number 9, he actually released it. I can see if you record it and been like, I don't know, let your homie listen to it or whatever. I don't know, or whatever, just to
Look how my dad talks to me.
Right, you wanted to do that. Yeah, that's another thing. But you decided to release that to the world. That to me is it's disrespectful. And again, at the end, and this is the I guess this is the main thing and my main point. Then we can move on. At the end of the day, no one's perfect. We don't know what his son has been through. We don't know what Kirk Franklin has been through.
We don't know the whole conversation.
We do not.
Release part of the conversation.
Exactly. We got a
snippet.
We got a snippet, and everybody's making it up in their mind. Oh, forget Kirk Franklin. Oh, forget his son, or whatever. Again, I do feel like he was super disrespectful, but again, I don't know his story. I don't know what he's been through. So I'm not going to make up my mind about how I feel about him or Kirk Franklin based on this particular situation.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so if y'all want to go ahead and do us a favor, go ahead and hit that like button, or thumbs up button, or whatever the button. It's a button. Just make sure you hit it. It definitely helps out the channel. And if you're not already subscribed, come on, help us out here. Go ahead and definitely hit that subscribe button. And you can also hit that other button, which is, I'm just talking about buttons. We're going to talk about the bell, because when you hit that bell, you definitely get notified each time we drop a new video. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you to do one more thing, and that's to comment down below. And what should they comment?
What do they think about these topics? You can pick a topic.
Pick a topic. Any topic. Listen, what are we talking about?
We talk about
Kirk Franklin,
Meghan Markle,
the
Grammys.
Yeah. So comment. Pick a subject, comment, talk about it. All right, we appreciate you, and I guess we'll holler at you. Peace.